Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new then welcome to Let's Talk Music. I've got something a little bit different for you today. So we're having James Haynes on for an interview, which is what I normally do, but he's also going to play us a song. I've had him on before, but it'd be nice to see where he's been since then. So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. I haven't got anything new coming up really apart from this, so let's get going with the interview.
Hey Marie, how's it going?
How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Great to see you.
Good. So, it's been a while. It's been a while.
I remember I did your first video.
First video, yeah. We filmed the first ever Let's Talk Music video together, which is great. Since then, it's just been like a whirlwind. Really,
yeah, I keep up with your channel. I see
yeah.
all the stuff that you're doing.
And obviously you're coming to play Rugby's Cancer.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be great. 3rd of June.
3rd of June, so that'll be exciting. But since I last saw you, you've had, like an EP out,
I've had
single
many.
coming out.
Yeah, many releases.
So much release.
Many releases.
So we didn't put you off music then?
No.
You weren't like, what's going on?
No, absolutely not. Encouraged me more than anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had the EP, You Deserve Everything, that came out last year. It's a collection of love songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year I've just released a single called Breathe For Me, and I've got several singles that I want to be releasing later on in the year, potentially next year as well.
Yeah.
That I'm sat on at the moment.
Cool. So with the current local music scene is going crazy at the moment, but before that it kind of hit a dip and then we kind of came back up. With that, what encourages you to keep going with music? Because it's easy to just go, do you know what, I'm just going to give up.
Absolutely, yeah. And as well, I suffer with imposter syndrome, so sometimes I think like I don't really deserve to be here. But I'm really encouraged by just the support from people that come out and they watch and they just give you encouragement. They like what you do. Mm-hmm. Not just with me, I think this is the same for all artists as well. When people who write original music write something that then touches somebody else and they tell you that they can really relate to what you've written and what you're saying and what you're expressing, I think that's a really big motivator.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're framing other people's opinions and expressions, and you're framing it in a way that it's out there, it's expressive. So everyone can kind of relate to it. Yeah.
I like that. This might sound like a bit of a strange question, but is there anything that you've written, that you've got out there, that you're like, oh, I could redo that. I'm not too proud of that.
Well, it's not that I'm not proud of it, but I wrote a song called Galaxies, and it's an ambition of mine to release an album, a very special album with some pretty important themes, and I feel like that song would really fit that album, and I'd like to re-record that at some point. So I mean, if I had all the money in the world, I would record all of my stuff again, because since I recorded it back then, first stuff came out in like 2017, 2018. Since then, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
I feel like we could do.
The reason I asked that question really is because if there's any like budding musicians watching out there, I want them to kind of be like, okay, this guy's kind of like building up, but like, you know, not to think that you have to be perfect straight away. Do you know what I mean? To
no
get
one
out
ever will
there
be.
And sometimes it's nice to hear someone like yourself be like, actually, I've written this song and it's great, but
yeah, you're never gonna get it perfect. I think it's actually the beauty in what we do is sometimes the rawness of it and the imperfection. I mean, the latest song that I wrote, actually, not wrote but released, was Breathe For Me, and I had some struggles with the recording process of the records that I was recording. That song wasn't even finished, so that was like an unfinished version that released. But the fact that it's now currently my #1 listened to song on the streaming platforms is amazing, because it wasn't even a finished song, but the rawness of it, I think people could feel it as a result of that. They felt the rawness of it.
Yeah.
Connected to it a lot.
And to lead on from that, do you have any advice you would give to someone? Say someone was like, do you know what, I like to sing, I like to play guitar, whatever.
Just do it.
To get out, just do it.
Yeah, the more you do it, the better. I think it's the 1,000 hour or something, that there's a certain amount of time that you need to commit to doing something. I think you need to, if you start writing, you need to get those bad songs out of you. I'm not saying any song is bad, but the more you write, the better you get, and you'll look back and you'll think, wow, look, this is where I was, this is where I'm going, and this is what I could be. And yeah, it's really important that you get those bad songs out of you. They're not necessarily bad songs. No song is a bad song. It's art. It's an expression of who you are.
Have you got any either like big artists, local artists, or anything like that that inspire you to do what you do, or anyone?
I've got some really good friends around me that we tackle these similar battles together. Been listening a lot recently to a friend of mine called Cleo Valerie, and she's a hip hop singer and she does spoken word. And yeah, you can catch her stuff on YouTube. It's really, really worth catching. She inspires me because she's got the same sort of drive that I do. My friend Mitchell as well, he goes by Young Era. He's a London-based artist, rock, indie, kind of Britpop style stuff. You can get him on any of the streaming platforms. Young Era. Yeah, those guys, they really ground me.
So recently, have you played any gigs that you want to like venues that like you want to shout out to as well? Because let's help those out, like local music venues that are building you guys up. Yeah,
absolutely. So regularly playing open mics and things in Chaplins, we've got to give them a big shout out. Chaplins is a local venue, have been so supportive of music for years, but did a really cool gig there in support of Mr. Patcho Vibe System not too long ago on Saturday night. It was great. You couldn't even get off the stage. It was wonderful. So many people. Yeah, really, really good.
So at this point, I normally ask the band or the artist where their name come from, but your name is your name.
My name came from my mother and my father.
Is there any reason that you didn't like go for a stage name? Like I've got a friend, Stephen Benjamin, who's Ben Francis now. Yeah. He's changed back from that. So
I'm familiar. Also playing.
So but is there any reason you just went, I'm just going to use my name, or?
Yeah, it was just pure laziness.
Fair enough.
And unimaginative. I'm just not that imaginative when it comes to band names.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've been in bands before, and it's always been someone else's job to name the band.
Yeah, fair. So, what's inspired your new single?
My latest single is called "Breathe for Me."
Yeah.
And I wrote it when my son was born. So it's not one that I wrote recently, but it's one that I've released recently, and. It's just a beautiful story about how me and my son's mum, we came together but we separated, and it's about him and him within all of that, and just how, you know, he is an inspiration, and it's about like my love for him and just making sure that I'm always there holding on to him if he falls down.
Yeah. That's quite nice. I can relate to that. Myself
as a mother,
yeah. So I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I've not done this before, so I'm gonna give you a chance to throw a question back at me.
Sweet. Yeah. Okay.
Very on the spot.
Very on the spot. But let's talk about how Let's Talk Music is doing.
Okay. Yeah. So it's better than it's ever been, but it hit a dip beginning of this year, end of last year. I'm getting messages every other day from people that want to come on, which is amazing. It's finding the time. It's finding the time for me to be able to. I'm a mum of two, so and a full-time college student. So it's finding the time to like fix all that stuff in. But yeah, we're getting back up there now. I'd like it to be a little bit better than what it is, but it's just a learning curve and a learning journey. Putting on gigs is something that I want to do a bit more of.
Yeah, the future seems bright for that. You've got 2 coming up, haven't you? 2 Rock Beats Cancers. Yes. Excellent.
Yeah, so I'd like to do
check those out as well.
Yeah, I'd love to continue Rock Beats Cancer. I would also like to do another kind of like some other gigs under the name of Let's Talk Music. And yeah, get more people on. So come chat to me. I think people, I got a lot of following on Instagram, and I think people are too shy to message me and be like, hey, can I have an interview?
Well,
so
hopefully they'll be watching this. They'll be watching this and they'll know that they don't have to be shy. Please do hit up Marie if you're a band or an artist and you want an interview, or you just want to give her some encouragement for what she does, because she's great.
I'd like to say I'm a friendly person, so I'm all good. But yeah, and it's just, Rock Beats Cancer this year is going to be a big one.
Excellent.
Both of them, actually.
June the 3rd.
Yeah,
I'm opening.
No pressure or anything. I want to build it more of a platform of not just interviews, but like I did do recently like a vlog of me going to a gig and something. So if that's something you're interested in, if you're like come to my gig and vlog it, I'm interested in doing that. I think that can get the music out there as well.
Awesome.
Definitely. But yeah, so it feels weird being asked the question, but I thought I'd give that one a go.
I love it.
So they're kind of my only real like scripted questions, but chance to tell these guys what you've got coming up, what you've done.
Great. Yes.
They can find you, all that kind of
I did mention a little bit about what's coming up. We've got Rock Beats Cancer, of course, on the 3rd of June. I think we've plugged that loads of times now.
We have, yeah.
So if you don't know when it is by now, maybe we can put a little thing down there.
Yeah,
or up there or wherever. But yeah, there's that. There's recording time in the works. I say in the works. Some stuff coming up in a recording studio hopefully soon for some new material, which you will be able to hear on all of my social media and streaming stuff. Yeah,
streaming stuff.
You'll be able to hear it on Spotify and Instagram and all those places that you normally get your music.
Yeah, and if you check out our very, very first interview together and then check this one out, you can see how far you've come in that time.
I think you'll be surprised.
You'll be very surprised.
Yeah.
Very. I do have one last little question. It's
Sure.
kind of plugging my own event a little bit, but
Please do.
why agree to do Rock Beats Cancer? Because some people have said no.
Yeah.
Some people have been like, no, you're not paying me.
Yeah, Marie and I, we go quite a way back, and we've been friends for a while. And I remember, if it's okay for me to say, Marie's story, and it's something that I wanted to do because I'd had thoughts of potentially running festivals myself for cancer. When Marie told me about what was going on with her, and also I had a family member, Dad, who passed away very young, in his 30s, from cancer. So yeah, it's something that, as well, everybody should be aware of. 1 in 2 people can get cancer, so it's something that we really need to support. We need to be looking for a cure for and raising money for those things. So yeah, please do come down or just show your support for is it cancer research?
It's Teenage Cancer Trust.
Teenage Cancer Trust, yeah. Yeah, please show your support for both of those charities.
Yeah. Cool. So, do you want to play us a song?
I'd love to play
I've never done this on my channel before. I'm really excited.
Great.
I've never got anyone to play a song, so I'm super excited.
Great, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Made a mess several times, that's all I've ever been. Remember sleeping on a couch like hypnotized a pin. Starting to wonder if this is all I'll ever be. Starting to spiral down this path of negativity. Going through phases of wanting sex and alcohol. Smoking weed, anything to try and fill this hole. The satisfaction is all so temporary. Living lives like I've been living a dream. I'm living a dream. I've been looking up lately. I'm no longer caught up on a lady. Been sleeping without antidepressants, and I'm learning from all these lessons. Sure thing, nothing never be perfect. No moments waste like here on this earth, and there's nothing we can do to deserve it. I'll earn it, but we claim it, 'cause we made it. First time that I ever saw my dad cry, staying on a friend's on a sofa at 25. Knew it was where I was meant to be, living out of bags, but God was still good to me. I know that I did things wrong, heard Chinese whispers from the friends who played along. I no longer need to justify it. 27, oh how the time flies. How the time flies. Yeah, I've been looking over lately. I'm no longer caught up on a lady. Been sleeping without antidepressants, and I'm learning from all of these lessons. Sure thing, nothing ever be perfect. No as long as we're stuck here on this earth. And there's nothing we can do to deserve it or earn it. We claim it, cause we made it. Your grace is abounding. Thank you, Lord, it's astounding. Now there's been a shake-up. Now I gotta pray when I wake up. Cause you get me through so much when I was down on my luck. It's true, you're my life all the way. I trust in you.